Recent research conducted by George Washington University reveals a worrisome association between childhood lead exposure and criminal behavior in adulthood. The study found that children exposed to higher levels of lead were more inclined to engage in criminal activities later in life. This discovery is particularly alarming due to the vulnerability of children's developing organ systems and their hyper-permeable blood-brain barrier, which makes them more susceptible to the adverse effects of lead. Welcome to Slant News. If you want to support, you can subscribe to our channel. Dr. Maria Jose Talayero Schettino, the lead researcher, emphasized the profound significance of these findings, stating that exposure to lead is linked to the later development of delinquent, antisocial, and criminal behavior. The primary source of lead exposure is the ingestion of lead-based paint and lead-contaminated dust from older buildings, a common risk, especially when older paint is covered with newer coats. Despite the ban on lead paint in the United States in 1978, the threat remains significant if not adequately managed. The research involved a systematic review of 17 previous studies on the topic, utilizing various methods to measure lead exposure, such as blood, bone, or teeth analysis. They examined the effects of exposure at different life stages, including in the womb, during early and late childhood, and during adolescence or adulthood. While some studies found no direct links between early childhood lead exposure and later delinquent behavior, several others established a connection between lead exposure during childhood and future arrests, including drug offenses. The researchers acknowledged the need for more individual-level data to solidify the connection between lead exposure and criminal behavior, but they stressed the importance of immediate policy interventions to prevent lead exposure and promote public health and safety. In their joint statement, the team emphasized the significance of preventing lead exposure, as their research indicates an excess risk for criminal behavior in adulthood exists when an individual is exposed to lead in utero, or during childhood. They underscored the crucial role of policy action in safeguarding public health and creating a safer society for all. This research serves as a crucial reminder of the potential long-term consequences of lead exposure during childhood, and highlights the urgent need for measures to protect our youth from this toxic threat. Addressing this issue promptly and comprehensively is essential to ensuring the well-being of future generations. Therefore, it is imperative for policymakers and stakeholders to take immediate action in preventing lead exposure, and promoting a safer environment for everyone. Here we wrap up the news on this topic. And be sure to subscribe to our channel.